Hello and good day everyone. Welcome to my channel. And in today's video, I will be discussing a particular topic which is called person-art relation. So, what is person-art relation? Another terms are person-product moment correlation coefficient, or simply known as person-art relation, is named after by statistician Carl Person, who pioneered this research. It's called person-art relation. Okay. So, what is the use of person-art relation? Person-art relation is statistics measurement used to measure the strength or degree of the relationship between two variables x and y. Examples for two variables are substantive students and their exam scores. So x and y, x equals to independent variable, independent, and y equals to dependent variable. Yeah. So there we go. Independent variable function. So, person-art relation ranges from -1 to +1. -1 means there's a negative correlation between two variables, and positive means positive correlation. And so, furthermore, to understand it, let's go to interpret R. The value of R, because the value of R with different kinds of numbers have variations of interpretation. Okay, so let's say if we compute value of R and we get a size correlation of 0.90 or 1.00, that equals to very high correlation or very high strength to relationship between two variables. Okay, it applies positive or negatively. You see here, this is positive, this is negative. Goes the same to the rest. Okay, 0.70 to 0.90 is the size correlation that equals to high, just high, not very high, high relationship, high degree of relationship between two variables. Also applies to negative. So this one is positive and this one is negative. Same goes to moderate, low, and very low. Moderate 0.50 to 0.70. Moderate correlation or moderate degree of relationship between two variables, either positive or negative. Same goes here low, 0.30 to 0.50. Which means low degree or low strength of two variables. And 0.0 to 0.30 means very low. Probably very low significance. Yeah. Now, moving on, let's go to examples. Okay, moving on to the first example, numbers of R strategy. So there is a 5 procedures, but before 5 procedures in this person-art relation to identify what kind of significance does the relationship between two variables have, we're gonna have to go to compute what the value of R is. So problem number one. Okay, problem number one, let's read. So the example is number of hours studying the exam scores. That's the two variables. So problem number one, let's read. The teacher would like to examine the correlation between the number of hours spent studying and the scores of their exam. Use level of significance 0.05. That's going to be very important later. in the five procedures. We're going to compute the volume of our force. So here are the data, number of data set in these two variables. X is independent variables, which is hours of study. And sorry. This is the scores of the exams. Scores of exams. Hours of study. Again, variable X is hours of studies and variable Y is scores of their exams. Do you get it? Okay. So after the table to compute the value of person R, we're gonna base it here. So X3 from student number 1. Yeah, student number 1. Student number 1, 3, student number 2, 4, student number 3, okay, 6, 4, 7, and 5, okay, for Y, or variable Y, 78, 78, 85, 90, 92, and 88. Now what we're going to do here, look at my calculator. Now what we're going to do here is multiply X and Y, variable X and Y. So 3 times 78. What? So 3 times 78 was 237. Okay? So 4 times 85 equals 340. And okay, 6 times 90 equals to 540. Okay. Now 7 times 92 equals 644. Now 5 times 88 equals to 440. Here's a total. Yeah, but we're gonna use this one first. Yeah. So moving on to x squared. 3 times 3, 9. 4 squared, so 4 times 4, 16. 6 times 6, or 6 squared, 36. Correct. Okay. So 7 times 7 equals to 40. 49. Am I right? Wait. Yep, I'm right. Okay. 5 times 5, 25. Same goes here to y squared. So 78 times 78, or 78 times 78, or 78 squared, 6,084. Okay. So 85 times 85, 85 squared, 7,225, or 90 times 90, 90 times 90, or 90 squared, 8,100. Now, next is 92 times 92, or 92 squared, equals to 8,464. Okay, and the last is 88. 88 times 88 squared, 7,740. Now let's total. 3 plus 4, 7, 7, it's 13, it's 25. 25. Variable x is 25. So variable y. Come on, let's add them up. Total 78 plus 85 plus 90 plus 92 plus 88 equals to 430. Variable y. Hope you understand. Okay, so xy, variable xy, combine. Yeah. 237 plus 340 plus 540 plus 644. Sorry. Let me repeat that again. In case 137 plus 340 plus 540 plus 644 plus 440. Yeah. So that is variable x, y. So here 9 plus 16 plus 36 plus 49 plus 25 equals 135. Yeah. That's variable x squared. And lastly, okay, 6,084 plus 7,225 plus 8,100 plus 8,464 plus 7,744 plus 37,670. Okay, so we finally got all the total numbers for each variables. So what we're gonna do here is gonna use them to compute. So in order to understand the formula for computing the value of r, we're gonna have to break it down here 5 times 2,198 also 2019. 25 times 130 plus 1,135. Now here, over 5 times 135 equals to 665. 5 squared is 605. 5 times 37,670 equals to 188,085 and 433 squared, 187,489. Now, 10,990 minus 10,125 equals to 165. And 675 minus 625 equals 50, 80. 188,085 minus 187,489 equals 50 times and square equals to 170.626. We divide it 955. Which is a very high positive correlation between two two variables, relation between two variables, X and Y, two variables such as the hours of study of students and their exam results. So moving on, after computing the value of R or the Pearson R correlation, we're going to move on to 5 steps procedure. First, we have to formulate null and alternate hypothesis. This is null. Null refers to no correlation, no significance correlation between two variables. Our variables are hours of studies and hours of studies and their scores of exam. So if we end up here, that means there's no significance or no correlation between them. While this alternate hypothesis refers to that means there's a significant correlation between two variables. If the conclusion is that there is a significant variable between hours of studies and the exam results, we're going to have to conclude it with this symbol. Now, for number 2, state level of significance. As it was mentioned earlier, the example, the level of significance seems to be 0.5. This represents. That's right. That's significance. And which we compute degree of freedom and determine the critical value of T. Determine critical value of T. To compute the degree of freedom and determine critical value of T, this is the formula we have to use. So N refers to the sample of the number of random sampling that we used earlier at the very first sample. And the numbers of random sampling there is 5. 5 times 2 was which means this is our negative significance. And using, we're going to have to refer to distribution table. Distribution table. So using the degree of significance between, you can download any file that includes the graph of distribution table and find what's the critical value of T. So, by referring to the degree of freedom and referring to the T distribution table and the type of test that is 2 fails, we get the result of critical value of 3.18. Now moving on to step 4, we have to compute for value of T, or known as value of T. So this is the formula. So TC equals person hour here per with number of samples minus 2 over 1 minus person r squared. Now this is what we're going to result. This is the results of so this is the result of person r 0.955. So this is the number of samples 5 minus 2 1 minus 0.9955 squared. We get the equal of so by computing this formula, bigger result of value of the 5.1. So going on to step 5, distribution. Since the value of the is bigger or greater the critical value, which is 3.192, we must reject the null hypothesis, and which means that there are correlations between two variables between the study of R's and the results of XR's versus X scores. Now moving on to problem number 2, customer satisfaction and product ratings. So okay, in problem 2, we're just gonna redo all the stuff from computing the value of R using table and using 5 steps procedure. Okay, so problem number 2, customer satisfaction and product ratings. An online gathered information on product ratings and customer satisfaction scores from a subject of users who made purchases through their platform. Use alpha equals 0.05, which is level 3. So here is what we're going to use to compute value of R. Now moving on to computing for the value of person R, this is the table we're going to use. So variable X means satisfaction score and variable Y is the rating. So in order to get X, Y, you have to multiply all of the data in X and Y. So here, for variable X squared, this is have to square all of these data from variable X. Same goes to variable Y. What we're really going to focus is the one, each of these total in each variable. So as you can see here, the formula using all of the data, it equals to version R, negative 0.456. So after computing for the value of R, we have to proceed to the 5-step procedure. So step 1 formula, null and alternate hypothesis. So this symbol means no correlation or significance for the two variables X and Y satisfaction score and Y product ratings. So this is going to depend on the conclusion. So step 2, state level of significance, alpha equals 0.05. Step 3, compute degree of freedom and find the value of T is using T distribution table. Type of test is to take. So degree of freedom formula N equals to that's our numbers of random samples, which is 8. So 8 minus 2 equals 6. So we just have to place it here to the distribution table. You will get critical value of T 1.934. So moving on for step 4, computation for this symbol. So this is the formula. So the symbol R means the value of version R. So 0.46. Therefore, we get the total of negative 1.360. Now moving on to problem 3. After solving the problem number 2, our problem number 3 is going to be about temperature and isotope sales. So here we're just going to repeat the 5-step procedures and how we compute for the value of version R. So, problem number 3, in order to get better understanding how the weather affects consumer demand, the vendor wants to to any potential degree of relationship between temperature, which is variable x, and ice cream sales, which is variable y, variable x. Remember, variable x is independent, and remember, variable y is the dependent variable. So, the symbol here means alpha equals 0.05 is always given. That's the significance, that's the level of significance. That's always given, 0.05. So, now we make important on the 5-step procedure. So, moving on, the number of random samples stays 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So, these are the data sets for the variable x and y. And here, for 1, it's 5. For number 2, random sample 20. Number 3, random sample 28. For 4, random sample 22. For number 5, random sample 25. So for ice cream sales, for 1 is 50. For number 2 is 60. For 3, 55. For 4 is 65 and 70. So what we're going to do here is, again, repeat the process, use all the data and compute for volume of person R using this table here. So you see here they're the same from here. So variable x to y. And remember, variable xy is a multiplication sum temperature and replacement for variable x and y. So 25 times 50 equals 1,150. 6 equals 1,100. 28 times 55 equals 1,540 for number of example. 52 times 55 equals 2,080. 25 times 70 equals 2,450. So for x squared and y squared, you're just going to have to square all from temperature, variable x, and ice cream sales. So you see here, it's already been squared. So for number 1 x squared, 725, number x squared, 900, 784, 1,000, 1,034, 1,185. And for number 5, 1,195. So y squared, same procedure from x squared, of course. So we see here from variable x, ice cream sales, 50 times 50 equals 2,500, 60 equals 36,000, 3,600, 55, 3,025, 65 times 65, 4,225, so 50 times 70, 4,900. So we're going to do is repeat the process from example number 1, example number 2. The important part here is the total for each variable because these are the substitutes for each symbol here. Symbol variable x, variable y, variable xy, variable x squared, variable y squared. We're going to use that for formula here. So for n means again number of random samples. So you see here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 5. So for variable xy, the total here is 9,120. So 9,120 here. So for variable x, total is 150. So variable x equals to 150. Variable y. And over here, there's a formula with square root. Same here, n equals to 5, and variable x squared equals to 4,558. Variable x, that is squared over parentheses, variable x squared equals to 150, that is squared, over another here over parentheses. A equals to 5, so variable y squared equals to 18,150, and here at the not on the variable y, it's 200, but it's squared, same here. So moving here, Breaking it down, 5 times 9,120 equals 45,600 minus the multiplied variable x and y. 150 times 200 equals to 45,000. And over here, there is a square. So 5 times 400, 4,558 equals minus 150 squared equals to 290. And for here, 5 times 15,250 minus 300, that's squared, that's 1,250. So by imputing then, 45,600 minus 45,000 squared, 290 times 150, we're gonna get or value of R that is 0.996, which is a very high positive correlation. Now moving on to the 5 steps procedure. Number 1, formulate null and alternate properties. So repeating the process here, again, simple means no significant relationship, and this symbol, which is alternate hypothesis, means there's a significant relationship. So again, this tells us, or this suggests, that the conclusion can only be one of these two hypotheses. No significant relationship between temperature and ice cream sales, or there's a significant relationship between temperature and ice cream sales. So number 2, state level significance, that's alpha equals 0.05. So using here, of course, that's always the given. So number 3, complete degree of freedom, we get for critical value of P. So the formula, again, is by example number 1, example number 2, that equals n minus 2. So that's 5 minus 2. So our degree of freedom is 3. So by referring to the description table, so you need to input that in your mind that it is important that the degree of freedom is 3 and type of test is 2 pairs. In order to find the critical value of T in the T description table. So by finding it, you can see it's 3.182. And for number 4, we have to compute for TC, which is value of T. So the formula is this. So by substituting the data for that's 0.996 squared 5 minus 1 minus r squared. So we get a total of 5.810. So conclusion, by comparing these two, critical value of T and value of T, critical value of T is 3.182, value of T is 5.810. So since the value of T is greater than critical value, we have to reject the null hypothesis because it suggests here that there is a significant relationship between temperature and ice cream sales. Now, after solving problem number 3, we're just going to make it fast to complete the process for problem number 4 and 5. So problem number 4 will to be working set how weather patterns affect agricultural production. Farmers are curious to know if there is a significant relationship or correlation between rainfall, which is particle X, and tropical, which is particle Y. So again, the given of level significance is alpha equals 0.05. So this is the table which includes data sets. So again, we just need to use it for variable X and Y when computing for value of R in this table. So for January, it's 50. February, 45. This is for variable X. Variable X, March, 55 variable X, April, 60, and variable x may 65. That equals 2. That is a total of 275, which is for 1x. And we will use for this formula. Okay, for calculating this formula, again, January was 3, February was 2.8, March was 2.2, April was 3.5, May was 3.8, and add it all up, we get a total of 16.3, which is for the single variable y substitute. So total substitute for all the symbols for the formula calculate. xy is just the multiplication of x and y, and just sum. 50 times 3, 150. 150, 35 times 2.8, 126. 55 times 2.8 equals 176. 60 times 2.5, 110. 65 times 2.8, 247. 275 multiplied by 16.3. Sorry. Okay. That's wrong. Again, this is just up to May, so 247 is the last one. Add it all up equals to 909. 909 is substitute for variable xy. Now, moving on to x squared again, there are the squared numbers of the variable x here. Rainfall, variable x. From January to May. They're all just squared. So, a total of them from 2,500. 2025, 2025, 2600, and 4,225. That is a total of 15,275. So for this variable x squared, simple. It is a substitute. Y squared, again, is squared for field variable y. So 3 times 3 equals 9. 2.8 times 2.8 squared, so 4, 3.2 squared, then 1.4, 3.5 squared, 12.25, 3.8 squared, 14.44, and added it up, 53.77. Now, using the formula for computing the value of person R, again, N is a number of samples, so January, February, March, April, and May, that's a total of 5. So 5. So next year is for XY, total of 909, so 909. Here is variable X, is 175. For variable Y, 16.3. Now compute this. Compute this all from here 5 times, so 5 times 909 equals 4,545, and from here is variable x 275 times variable y, which is 16.3, equals to 4,482.5, 4,545 minus 4,482.5, that, and squared, divided by squared, 1,250 times 3.16, we get a total of, again, a very high positive correlation, 0.994. Now, moving on, again, 5 procedure formula. What is this? So this suggests that there is no significant relationship between rainfall and crop yield. So again, this alternative suggests that there's a significant relationship between them. That's also dependent again to the conclusion. So in order to reach the conclusion again, using the remaining using state level of significance, which is alpha plus 0.05, using step number 3 computing the degree of freedom for the critical value of t, 5 minus 2 plus 3 is the degree of freedom, and you need to refer to the t distribution table. Remember our type of test and two tables. So when you find them, refer to type of test and tables, refer to degree of freedom 3. and refer to the distribution table, and you will find 3.182. Now for step 4.4, value of t, which is visible. So by computing them, we get a total of value of t that is 4.955. So conclusion, since value of t is higher, and value of critical value of t is lower, we reject this because there is a significant relationship between rainfall factors. So our predictive hypothesis is the right choice. So moving on to the final example, final problem number 5. So our problem number 5 is employee training and performance. So from example number 1 to example number 4, we have repeated all the formulas and we're gonna repeat the process in the final because it's all about person R relation. So employee training and performance stats are variable X and Y. So the company has implemented training initiatives for employees to increase attempting to determine if there is a correlation between the number of training hours, which is variable X, independent variable, and employee performance ratings, which is variable Y. That's the implement. So again, the given here of level of significance is alpha equals 0.05. We're going to refer later to the 5 procedures again. So this is the table that includes the data sets. This is the number of random samples, 1, 2, 3, 5, which is employees, and these are the 3. This is the number of data for variable X and variable Y. Training hours for number 1 is 17, number 2 is 15, number 3 is 25, number 4 is 15, and number 5 is 13. The performance ratings, this is variable Y, the number random sample. The number 1 random sample is 4, number 2 is 3, 5, 3.5 is 2.5. Now let's look here for the commission value of person R. So these are the data sets for variable X, and this is for variable Y. So 20, 50, 55, 20, 20, and then 108 is total for this simple performance, which is variable Y again. 4 plus 3 plus 5 plus 3.5 plus 4.5 equals 20. And for xy, 20 times 4, 80, 15 times 3, 45, 25 times 5, 25, 15 times 3.5, 63, 20 multiplied by 4.5 equals 125, and add up 448 for this simple variable xy, which is going to use the formula. And x squared is just squared, again, squared variable x, 20 times 20 for 100, 15 times 15 for 25, 625 for 25 times 25, 18 squared, 18 times 18 times 24, 18 times 18 equals 900, adding up 2,474, that's for x squared, and the totals of all of these variables and numbers. Is y squared, 16, or 4 times 4, 3 times 3, 9, 5, 25, 2.5 times 2.5, 12.25, 4.5 times 4.5, 20.25, added up 82.5. Now, using this formula, n is the number of random samples, so employees are, again, our number of random samples, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, that's 5. Now, for this variable xy is 448, so 148, and this is 108, which is here. For variable y, 20, and for over here, that is squared, n equals 5, variable x squared equals 2,474, and variable x is 108, but there is a square here. There is a square 108. So again, for n is 5, for Marble y squared, 82.5. Marble y is 20, but there's a square again. So 5 times 448, 2,140 minus 100, 8 times 100 times 20. So 108 times 20 was 2,160. So here again, 5 times 4,174 equals 706. And 108. Sorry. 5 times 2,474 times I minus 108 squared equals 706 times 5 times 82.5 minus 20, that is square root of 5. So by computing them without permission, we get the total of percent R equals to 0.851, which is a very high correlation, very high positive correlation. Now moving on to the 5-step procedure, formulate null and alternative hypothesis. So null hypothesis suggests that there is no correlation between R and performance ratings, while the alternative suggests there is, and that's going to depend again to conclusion. So state level of significance is alpha equals 0.05. So right now, divide. Number 3, step 3, compute the degree of freedom or critical value of P. Or so the type of test is detailed. Again, using the formula 5 minus 2 equals degree of freedom 3. And let's refer to the distribution table. By referring it, we can see that it's 3.182. Now compute for value of T or residual. So R is 0.351, R is person, R that we did here, and 5 minus 2 equals 3, and 1 minus 0.351 squared. By computing them all in the calculator, it equals to value of T that's 5.344. So for conclusion, since the value of T is higher than critical value of T, we reject the null hypothesis. This is null hypothesis. This is null hypothesis. Because there's correlation between training hours and performance ratings.